How to build your confidence. Good morning. Had a conversation with someone at the weekend about who was just starting. They said that they need to increase their confidence, build their confidence. And I wanted to touch on this today because confidence, it doesn't have to relate to confidence. This can relate to energy, happiness, however you want to feel, okay? Give me a hello if you're coming in live. Give me a replay if you are in live, on replay even. Look at this, by the way. No one in sight. I think there might be a dog walker up there. About it. That's why you got to love these early mornings. Anyway, not actually that early, is it really? So, late for me. So, how to increase your confidence? I'm going to share something that I do a lot. And this is similar to our accountability challenge that we do inside our private support group for our members. And it's proved to be very popular in keeping people on track. And you only have to ask a few of the ladies in the program who do it. And I say who do it because, it's not for everyone. And this is why it's important to personalize everything for you, of course. Now, the key thing when it comes to this is that when it comes to confidence, you have to have a rule in place or a strategy, or go back to rules. Let's use the word rules. Because if you don't define the rules, you have nothing to be disciplined to. And given that confidence comes from doing, you have nothing to be disciplined to, you're going to struggle to actually ever know if you are confident. For example, and I'll give you an example today. The amount of times me, Mrs. Fruci, we're on holiday, we're like, oh, what's the weather going to be like? And if you were to just dictate whether your holiday was good or not by the weather in Cornwall, you're going to have a hard time, because 1 minute it's like tipping it down with rain, the next minute it's like blue sky, the next minute you've got a bit of a mixture, then in a minute it will probably be clear blue, then it will be raining. And it's a bit like what we do in our life. Like, I hope today is going to be a good day. Yeah, it's like the weather in Cornwall, on, off, rain, sun, we're happy, we're sad. And it's an exhausting way to live. You'd probably agree with that. And I'm still working on this as well. But I feel right now that I've actually come up with a way, and I'm going to share with you now. And it's something that I talk about a lot. So take the accountability challenge, for example. Let's say someone wants to increase their confidence in what they're doing. And let's say this is for me. Hey, Judith, how are we doing? Let's say this is for me. I want to increase my confidence right now. This is the things I do. So I feel confident when. I want you to make a confidence bucket list. So you have an array of reasons to feel confident. Then, no matter what happens, no matter whether it's raining, sunny, whatever, you can still feel confident. Because it's true, people might actually feel more confident when it's sunny. They might wear different clothes. That means they feel more confident. That means they do more things. They say yes to more exercise sessions. They eat better. All these things. They don't comfort eat. It can help with our mental health, of course. I'll be the first to admit that. So if we can make a confidence bucket list, we're not relying on something we can't control, like the weather in Cornwall. Have I mentioned the weather in Cornwall yet? Anyway, so here's how I do it. I feel confident when I do a live video like this, when I do a workout like I've done already. I feel confident when I'm with my kids, so I can show them. I feel confident when I look back at my wins from yesterday. This is so important. We don't do this. I feel confident when I'm outside and I take a deep breath in. I can instantly feel more confident and have more energy. These are really simple things that you can add in. It's got to be personal to you, though, because you might look at those reasons and go, well, I don't feel confident when I do that. I feel confident when I look at what I've achieved over the last 5-10 years. Because the thing is, otherwise, where's my attention on? Everyone else. And I'll be like, oh, they're doing that. They're doing this. They're doing that. I want to be able to do that. Why can't I do that? And we go into comparison mode, which is exhausting, right? Then we go into comparison mode, which is absolutely exhausting. Then I actually feel rubbish, because we're taught by magazines, by the media, to essentially not really be grateful, to always want more, right? That's just the way it is. I want more sun. The weather should be better. I want to lose more weight. They lost it faster. It says in that magazine you should do it in 8 weeks. I should do it in 8 weeks. Forgetting their lifestyle is totally different. They're a celebrity with a chef, not a mum with 3 teenage kids, a full-time job. I could go on. So, or we're comparing ourselves to when we're like 20 years ago. Like, if I compared how much I work out now to 10 years ago, I'll feel rubbish, because I used to work out so much more than I do now. I didn't have kids then. And now my values are different. And as long as I accept that my values are different, I can feel confident in what I'm doing. Now, going back to this, like I said, you've got to come up with this list so that it's your rules now. So no one else can make you feel less or more confident. Doesn't matter what someone says. Another thing is, I feel confident when I put my attention on compliments. This is an important one. I'll bring this up because no one really talks about this. But back when it used to impact me more if I used to get a comment like, "What do you know? You're like 20 years old." I'm not 20 years old anymore, obviously. When I first started, I started doing these videos. I've been doing them for years now. So I'd do a video and I was like 20, and someone would go, "What do you know? You're like 20 years old. You're just at university." And it's funny when you're starting out. So that used to kind of hit me a lot. I used to think, "Oh yeah, well, maybe I should wait until I'm older. Then when I'm older, I can do a live video on Facebook, and people will say, yeah, now you can do a live video on Facebook." Like there's a bit, right? There's never a moment on that. If I'd have waited, I'd have been so nervous about doing this now, I'd have never have done it. Hey, Teresa, how you doing? So I feel confident when I put my attention on compliments rather than all the things going wrong. Now I have a confidence bucket list, which I can go to whenever I want to make me feel better. Because how you feel affects what you do. What you do will affect your results, and it's a nice cycle going on. So I hope that helps. I'll just leave you with this to finish off. I'll just leave you with that. Such a nice beach. Anyway, have a lovely day. Any questions, just let me know, as usual. And I hope you found that helpful. If you did, drop a comment below. Let me know if it helps you. Write down your confidence list below. So you have your bucket list below of when you can just grab confidence whenever you want. I have a list of things to do. It's like, I'm going off on a tangent now, and some of the ladies have really simple things like every time I walk into the kitchen, I take 2 deep breaths in. And theirs isn't about confidence, that's more about awareness and energy levels. But I instantly feel more energetic if I take a deep breath in. Just try it today. Every time you walk into the kitchen or underneath a door frame, that's a really good one. Just take a deep breath in and out slow, and just see how you feel then. Speaking of the weather, look, is it going to be sunny? Is it going to be tipping it down with rain? Drop in the comments your guess for today, and the winner gets a free copy of my eating out guide. If you want my eating out guide anyway, just write eating out guide today and I'll send it over to you. But if you want to win it, even though I'm giving it away for free anyway, just guess the weather. Let's see, next 20 minutes. Will I get wet or will I be sunburned? That's the options there. Anyway, I'll see you later. Take care.